Hello, thanks for stopping by. This is the second round of the first set of Grand Arena Champions. This round I had to do a bit early, so I'm not entirely sure how well my opponent will do yet. I will probably put an update or put that in the beginning of my next video. But I hope you enjoy. Alright, so unfortunately I have to do my Grand Arena a bit early, so I won't be able to show how my opponent did. I'll probably add it to the start of my next video. My opponent, he has a strong Darth Revan, but he doesn't seem to be modding for speed on anyone. So I wasn't all that worried about his Darth Revan. Even Jedi Revan only has 50 speed. Speed is, by and large, the most important stat in this game, and it's terrifying. But I put a little bit less offense on my defense. I also put my main fleet on defense, partly because I didn't want to put my terrible fleet, but I also don't want to have him do the mirror of negotiators, and I kind of want to do the mirror if he put his negotiator on, because I have higher relics on my Kenobi, and I've got more gear on most of the ship crew. So I think I'll be able to beat his negotiator, and the Rebel fleet and negotiator is just weird. I think the mirror actually going to be more likely, so that's what I planned for that. I also kind of hid some stuff back here. I'm going to be a bit surprised if he gets through Grievous. If he does, I'm assuming he'll end up using Darth Revan into it, but his Darth Revan, I think, had 2 relics on it, and his Malak was only 6-star, so it's going to be a rough go into Grievous, and it really depends on when the Deathmark triggers, because once you get Deathmark on Grievous and you can kill him, then this team falls apart. But if you can't time that out properly, this team can just murder Darth Revan. I say this from experience of trying to fight teams like this with my Darth Revan. Sometimes it just doesn't work. But I'm going to focus down here because he went very defense heavy, so I'm intrigued as to what he's hiding. So because he's slow, part of me feels like I don't need Malak, but I'm still going to include Malak just to be sure. However, I am going to not include my Sith Empire Trooper, because I'm going to put that with my Treya just because his bugs are a little bit stronger than most of the ones I fight with my Treya, and Sith Empire Trooper gives me a lot more of a safety net when fighting bugs. But because I'm faster, I should be able to do this easily without the pre-taunt. And against Jedi Revan, the pre-taunt largely doesn't do anything anyway, because he'll just mark someone and then your taunt doesn't matter. Yoda does scare me a little bit, but... So I'm not doing the special here because they all still have tenacity up, so it would just do nothing. And we're just going to focus on Bindo. Alright. I'm still going to hit Bindo just for the double tap. Oh, I actually triggered Savior there. That's unexpected. That'll kill off Jedi Revan. And now I can do this because they no longer have tenacity up. Okay, Malak was actually useful because he took that entire team counterattack. If Revan had taken... Actually, I don't think Revan can take counterattacks. If Revan can take counterattacks and they all counterattacked him, Revan would have died there. Yes, I don't need you. I need nest because bugs. It's like this team is so low geared. I hate fighting bugs with it because it can be a coin flip. Or a coin flip. It's a toin. But this is as clean a counter as I am able to come up with. Alright, we got the isolate out pretty quickly. Let's see if I can keep Nihilus alive. Oh! They're not low enough, Well, that's a new bug. So I know about the missing turn meters. I've never had missing health and buffs. This Geonosian literally has nothing above him. At least I can still target him. That's... okay. I'm gonna do the boop and just see if she has enough damage to kill Brood Alpha. Oh, okay. And now he's dead. So, throwing Nihilus in there probably was me throwing away banners, but... ooh. So he wasn't putting chaff behind there. This is actually a pretty scary Shock T team, too. Again, low speed. What's the Rex? Rex you want fast. Please tell me he has a fast Rex. That hurts me. So, Rex you want to be as fast as possible because he gives a massive turn meter to the rest of the team, and he gets a massive speed boost from his unique. So, this hurts me. I think we're gonna Jedi Revenant because this is the most scary thing he's got left. I could Padme it, but the dispels from Shock T and the Arc Turret are the annoying bit. Oh, I should have double checked if he had the Zeta on 5s. Because if he has the Zeta, I have to kill 5s first. If he doesn't have the Zeta, I can ignore 5s. One's 5s. Yeah, it's got the Zetas. So 5s needs to die first. That should deal with 5s. Now I need to kill Rex. We're gonna spread the buffs just for the foresight. That timed out really well. It's really weird that some mass cleanses, like his AoE, require you to actually hit them. So because everyone had foresight, it just bounced off. And it didn't dispel anyone. Shock T, go away. Lost a decent amount of banners, but not too bad. Promoted to Bronzium. Night Sister. Night Sisters are weird, but he has this really weak. Oh god. 1-dot mods? So, she actually has. I'm surprised at this much HP, but based on everything else he's modded, I'm guessing more 1-dot mods. Oh. This is people who don't understand how pivotal mods are to this game. Please, if you don't know how mods work, look it up. They are, by and large, massively more important than gear levels. So, because he doesn't have the mods... What is this? This is an 86,000 VP Night Sister team. And I probably don't even need Range Trooper, to be honest. I'm going to keep him just because it's insurance, but I am going to blow it out of the water because his mods are kind of terrible, and he's got that one weak character. That one weak character gives me all of the leeway in the world to have Imperial Troopers work. Oh wow, I actually killed a zombie. It's one dead. Yeah. He didn't even get a turn. So the fact that I actually killed Zombie first, I was expecting to kill her with the AoEs, but that team just, it does so much damage, and if it can kill one character in the opening salvo, it usually just wins. Oh, we don't get to do a Negotiator Mirror. That means he gets to fight my Rebel fleet with his Negotiator, which I'm guessing he'll win? But I don't really know. The Rebel fleet has been doing really well for a lot of people, but I get to now play with my Negotiator fleet. I am missing some of the key ships, so my Plo Koon is terrible. Throw that in. I know these are the main 4. Plo Koon's kind of useful, but you just need him for the reinforceability. That's why I haven't worried about gearing him up. He doesn't do a whole lot once he's there, at least at the level I'm at. Now, this might go poorly for me just because I have no experience with actually playing the Negotiator fleet. Alright. It's fine. So, my personal preference is I'm going to try and kill Kylo because his ship hits so hard. I know Vader's got buffed and also now hits disgustingly hard, but I'm still kind of more scared of Kylo. Both. Vader. Yeah, you always want, if you have this, I think it's the Clone Sergeant's Ace arc in reinforcements. You always want in reinforcements just because it's a great tank if it's in reinforcements, and kind of a terrible tank if it's not. But that went surprisingly well. But he also didn't put his Negotiator fleet on defense, so... And now we'll do CLS into bounty hunters. I just had the realization I've got a bounty to do, but I really don't think I can do it because you have to, or not a bounty. Feat to do. But my droids are kind of terrible. I know Chupio was one of them. T3M4. IG88, I think, was one of them. IG11's one, but I don't have him yet. R2 was one of them. Get kills with C3PO. It's like, that is physically impossible. Unless they're counting the assists he grants. I think that one was just put in there for the name. And the lore of him constantly repairing himself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get any of these. Because I could include R2, but then I lose guard off Luke, and I hate it when that happens. The reason I haven't upgraded my R2 so Luke doesn't steal the guard is because Chupio, 3PO, and Chewbacca, whatever you want to call them, will take this spot eventually. I just have to get more shards for him. Why am I still attacking? Do this, that should knock him down. Let's try and ability block him. Oh wow, I ability blocked everyone. Alright, we're gonna stun. Nope. Stun? Nope. Alright, kill Boba. So that was kind of a mistake, because now he's going to flamethrower my team, although he'll die to the counterattacks. But if you have ability block, sometimes I like not killing them so that they just do their basic for a turn. Yeah, we could probably kill Cad Bane before Beskar takes a turn. Okay, might not be able to kill Cad Bane. But I got an extra stun on Beskar anyway. So I did that because I want more attacks out of Chewbacca, just for the protection recovery for banners. This is a tanky Dengar, though. There we go. And now Karth. Oh, I put my Shakti clones on. Let's see if my Vader team, Palpatine team, can do it. I really don't like this week's Collective Challenge because it's like, do a full Empire team, and this is my best Empire team, and it doesn't stand a chance. Whatever they did when they changed Galactic Challenges, those last few tiers just got so ridiculous. Ability block you. Gonna hopefully kill missions. So ability block you. Choke. And now, because he has the taunt, if I want to Culling Blade her, I have to do it now. Ooh, just enough to live. That was a mistake on my part. don't kill Thrawn. I think I'm actually going to lose this fight. Why did I not get any turn meter for that? Did I have days on me? Yeah, I had days on. Alright, Vader. Time to go ham again. I think this time I'm just gonna murk. Oh, I can't murk Karth. I already targeted. Right, now I can murk Karth. Stuns? Good stuns. Alright, don't have days, so I can do this. Yeah, he's gonna die to his damage overtimes. Kill mission? Oh, he might not die to his damage overtimes because he keeps healing. Now he should die to damage overtimes. I think that's enough. Okay. So that was a bit close. It's like I could have done that a lot easier with Padme, but I think that fight was more interesting. I like testing the limits of what my Empire can do. But that is going to be it for me. So my opponent does have a chance of winning. I'm just going to quickly jump to his roster. So this is my opponent's roster. So we saw his Jedi Revan, so he still has his Darth Revan, but he doesn't have the rest of the team up that high, so it should be okay. That's what he's probably going to use against my Grievous. He also has a Jedi Training Rey team, but I don't think he has the Resistance Heroes. Yeah, doesn't have the Hero Bros, so I'm not overly scared of his Resistance team. Also, I don't think he has his own Traya to get through my Geos easily. Oh, he does have Traya, but none of the Zetas. And then his fleet. So he doesn't have the strongest Anakin ship, so I wasn't overly worried about his negotiator. But he does have a negotiator. I just figured I'd be able to win the mirror. So now he has to fight his negotiator into my rebel fleet. Which he might be able to do. Just because the negotiator is ridiculously strong. But with only a 3-star Anakin, I'm not sure. But that'll be it for me. I know in my last video I talked about my roster and my plans that I wasn't going to really upgrade anyone for a while. With Beskar Mando coming out, that might change, but I still have to get shards for Cara, so I'm probably not going to pull the trigger until I get her to 7-star, because you need that before you can even get Beskar Mando. So I'm probably going to continue hoarding gear until then, and then I should have enough to get Beskar Mando and maybe 7-star my gas. We'll see. But probably start of January, I will go into the next division. But until next round in a few days.